With more than 40 years in the spotlight, Jessica Lange has cemented her star status in Hollywood, and she's got the hardware to prove it. A Tony, 3 Emmys, Golden Globes, and just a couple of Oscars.
Whoa. These days, she's been dominating the small screen. She recently started 4 seasons of the hit anthology series American Horror Story. And right now, you can find her in the new Netflix dark comedy getting a lot of buzz, The Politician.
But some of you may not know Jessica's talents extend behind the camera, and she's out with her 4th book on photography called Highway 61.
Hi, Jessica.
Wow.
How are you?
I'm good.
We want to talk about your photography, but I was just watching that clip of The Politician.
Right.
And what struck me is we were asking you what you thought about it, and you said, I don't like watching myself.
No.
Hey, you've always been that way?
You know, in the beginning, I think early in my career, when there was still the tradition of, like, at the end of it, when you wrapped for the day, the whole crew and cast went and sat and watched dailies.
Yeah.
Then I was okay with it. It seemed, but as time went on, it got harder and harder for me to, like, to watch myself.
What is it that you don't love?
Just about everything.
Oh,
Just about everything, you know, I mean, from, I don't know, it's like, you know, what fascinates me about acting is the process, is doing it. I never tire of that. But everything that comes after that, it gets harder and harder for me to do. So
Like this.
like this.
Like this.
Like this is like, oh,
why am I
I'd
doing
so
that?
much rather be home in bed. But
But Jessica, when you hear about all the awards, when I'm just ticking them off that you have won, do you ever take a moment to sit back and go, wow, I've had an incredible career. It's been successful. I may not like watching it, but it's been recognized.
yeah, I mean, there is that. I would never diminish the importance of that in, you know, some kind of affirmation of what you've done.
Right.
But you know, I mean, we were raised. I mean, my father was tough. He was a tough taskmaster, and boy, you could never indulge in self-congratulations. So it was kind of like, it's always, you know, it's double-edged for me, because there's the thing where I think, yeah, I did okay for a kid from Minnesota. I did okay. And then there's the other part with, like,
Keep going.
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Don't go there.
You have that kind of.
Don't enjoy it. Yeah, don't enjoy that.
Okay, you found that. Okay.
You do. Like, it's important, you know?
Yeah, I think it comes back to how you were raised.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
who do you think you are? Keep going.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
right.
You also have a book out. This is your, you know, one of many books. And I didn't know about your love of being behind the camera.
Yeah.
And you can tell you love it by looking at the images in this book.
I love that.
This is gorgeous. Yeah. Tell us about the people you photographed.
Well, you know, the book is Highway 61. So, I mean, over the years, I've, of course, growing up and living in Minnesota, I know Minnesota well. That's the beginning of Highway 61. It starts on the Canadian border and goes all the way downtown New Orleans is where it ends. And I lived in New Orleans, and I traveled through the Delta. And yeah, this is the Delta. This man has a museum to his mother. You can only hope your son will do that for you someday.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
I think it's a little, maybe not.
I don't know.
But there's, you know, I mean, she had something like a collection of 3,000 dolls. And I mean, it's just, what I love most about doing this project was it gave me license to really go to places I would never go, to stop and to, like, speak to people like this beautiful young man. Who was working on a project rebuilding houses in New Orleans.
So all these pictures have stories.
Yeah, I mean, everyone is, you know, it's like the French, you know, philosopher wrote this wonderful book on photography called Camera Lucida, and he says every photograph is a certificate of presence. So every place that you go, you know, you have a record of that. Not a record of what is, but a record of what was. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it's just been a fascinating experience.
Well, your book is amazing. It is called Highway 61.
Yes, it is
out right now. You can check it out at today.com/shop. And The Politician is streaming now on Netflix. Thank you. You were so delightful and fun to see.
I like talking about the photograph.
Yeah, I know.
I could tell.